In this video, I wanted to show you guys a few mini e-bikes that I've been using lately, and they are made by DYU. The first one carries the model name of D3 Plus and the other V1. Both bikes cost somewhere between $500 and $700 US depending on where you buy it from, as the prices vary quite significantly. I will leave a few product links down below in the video description if you're interested. Both bikes come in these huge boxes and they are packed very carefully. They arrived without any scratches or faults. The vehicles come almost fully assembled except for the pedals, tail light, and mudguard on the D3 Plus. It takes just a few minutes to assemble these parts and you're ready to go. As for the V1, it is a similar story, as the bike comes pre-assembled and it ships with all of the accessories you need to get started. Screw on the pedals, tighten up a few screws, and you're ready to rock. Now let's take a look at the design, build quality, and key features of each bike. The D3 Plus is made of strong aluminum alloy and the overall build quality is really good. The bike feels sturdy and the arched frame gives a little bit of a unique look. The manufacturer claims that the alloy frame went through rigorous aging tests and the frame should look like new for at least 3 years. After using these bikes for a few months now, they still look pretty much new, but keep in mind that I didn't use them in the rain or on harsh terrain. The D3 Plus bike uses 14-inch wheels and it is very compact, especially when you fold the front bar. The total weight of the bike is just 18 kilograms and it can carry persons up to 120 kilograms thanks to quite a powerful 240 watts brushless motor. Both the motor and the controller are sealed. As a result, the bike is IPX5 waterproof, meaning that you can ride it in the rain without any concerns. You can adjust the height of the saddle to your liking. I found it to be comfortable to sit for longer periods of time, and an integrated hydraulic shock absorption mechanism does what it says quite well. It absorbs bumps and shakes when you're riding on a bumpy road. The front light can be controlled via the bike's computer, whereas the taillight has to be turned on manually. You can choose between solid and blinking light modes. The bike uses really efficient dual disc brake system that I found to be working really well in practice. I could not test it precisely, but the manufacturer claims that braking distance is 1.8 meters on dry asphalt and 2.5 meters on wet asphalt. You can turn on the bike by a simple switch and then control it using a dashboard or a mini bike CPU. You can select between eco, medium, and high pedal assist modes, turn on or turn off the front light, and see the essential information like the amount of battery left, odometer, trip, and other details. Now let's take a look at the V1. Just like the D3 Plus, this is a compact mini e-bike and it is made out of metal, it is sturdy, and it looks premium. It is smaller than the D3 Plus, but it has a few significant upgrades when it comes to comfort. First, the V1 ships with this huge and super comfortable saddle. The height cannot be adjusted, but I found it to be just right for my height. The second massive upgrade over the D3 Plus, the front and rear double shock absorption system, meaning that the riding is softer, especially when you hit bumps on uneven asphalt. The V1 also ships with the integrated alarm system. You can simply lock the bike just like you would lock your car. If someone touches the bike, the alarm will kick in immediately and the motor simply won't turn on. Really useful feature. We also have a front and tail lights. The latter one uses an internal power source and it indicates when you hit the brakes, just like in a car. A downside, a rather simple bike dashboard compared to the D3 Plus. You can only see the amount of juice left in the battery, no real-time speed tracking or other features. That is a little bit disappointing. Just like the D3 Plus, the V1 uses one-step folding for easy carrying and transportation. A 36 volts brushless motor assures consistent riding experience that I'll talk about in just a bit. You can connect both bicycles to your phone using the DYU bike app, and you can adjust speed, startup settings, set lock password, turn on or off cruise control, and so on. You can also see the essential information about the bike. The app notifies you if something is wrong and the bike needs to be serviced. So far everything has been working fine, so I didn't receive any notifications. Just before I talk about riding experience, I have to tell you that we are riding the bikes much slower than usual for the video purposes. In other words, neither of us wanted to fall down while riding the bike with one hand and holding the camera with the other. Both bikes can reach 25 km per hour or more. For instance, I could reach 45 km per hour when going downhill and pedaling at the same time. The riding experience is really good on each bike. Basically, you have two options. You can either pedal manually and the smart DTST system will assist you, or you can go fully electric and ride by simply turning the handle just like on a motorbike. The DTST system uses AI algorithms to detect how much pressure you used with your feet so it can assist accordingly. I think this is pretty smart, especially if you want to move your legs a little bit when going to work but you don't want to get sweaty. One of the key features, automatic cruise control, meaning that you don't need to hold the handle all the time. Honestly, at first I thought this was just a weird bug of the bike, but it's an actual feature, so you don't need to twist and hold the handle all the time. The cruise control kicks in at about 20 km per hour. Hit the brakes once and the cruise control turns itself off automatically. I found both bikes to be comfortable to ride, but if I had to choose one, I would probably pick the V1 because of its comfortable saddle. The maximum speed is 25 km per hour on each bike, which is a legal limit for such a vehicle. In practice, it is plenty enough, and you can achieve higher speeds if you pedal manually and use electric assist features at the same time. I could get about 50 km of range on a single charge on a D3 Plus bike. With a V1, I could get about 40 km on a single charge, but I used mostly in full electric mode. The charging time is just about 4 hours for each bike's battery. Overall, I really like using the DYU bikes. They are well made, comfortable to use, and compact, so you can easily transport them in your car. After using these bikes for quite some time now, I can't think of any shortcomings yet. If I find any faults about any of the bike later on, I will update the video description down below. For now, I can say that I really enjoy using these mini e-bikes, and therefore I can easily recommend you to check them out. If I had to choose one, I would probably go with the V1 as I really love extra cushion on the saddle, but which is your pick? Tell me in the comment section down below, like the video if you liked it, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, it was Linus, thank you for watching and see you soon.